Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. A cylindrical drinking glass is made of a solid glass base and a top curved part made of glass that is hollow and open on top. Calculate A, total volume of the drinking glass in centimeter cube. Now you have to be mindful because there are two parts to this, and if you look at the bottom part of this drinking glass, this is a solid glass base. And of course, if you think about the other part, this is where you can fill your drinking glass with some type of liquid. Now, in the first part, they're asking for the total volume. So you want to find everything, meaning you're looking for the volume of the solid glass base and this part that is above. Now, how do we do this? Step one, you write down the formula. The volume of any cylinder is given by the formula pi times r squared times h. And of course, you can think of pi r squared as the area of a circle, h is the height, and when you multiply it, you end up getting the volume of, in this case, a drinking glass. Go back and I need to know, well, what is the radius? I know the diameter is going to be 8 centimeters, and the radius, of course, is half the diameter. So I can say 8 centimeters divided by 2, or you can say the radius is going to be 4 centimeters. So I'm going to go back, write down 4 centimeters in brackets to the power of 2. Now, to find the height, you got to be careful because there is 9 centimeters plus 16 millimeters. Now, be mindful. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So you can imagine 16 millimeters is going to be 1.6 centimeters. So again, 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So if you have 16 millimeters, that'll be 1.6 centimeters. So you got to take 9 and 1.6 and you add them together. And when you do, again, I'm going to write down 9 plus 1.6, which is going to be 10.6 centimeters. Let's put centimeters here as well. I'll draw a line to separate those two ideas. I go back and I write down height is going to be 1 point or 10.6 centimeters. Okay. Now I'm going to grab a calculator. I'm going to work this out and I'm going to round to one decimal place. So again, I hope you're doing this with me. Take pi, multiply by 4 squared times 10.6. This is going to be 532.8 centimeter cube. And again, if I look at the entire number, I see 532.814,114 in the display. We are making progress. Part B, calculate the capacity of the drinking glass in liters. So you go back and I'm just going to switch colors for you. And this is where we say, all right, we're not looking at the total volume anymore. We're looking at the capacity of the drinking glass, meaning if you pour some liquid and you pour it all the way to the top, how much can we actually pour? So again, volume is going to be pi r squared times h. And of course, in this case, the radius, just like the first part, instead of saying 8 centimeters, which is the diameter, you take the diameter divided by 2. So the radius is going to be 4 centimeters. If you think about the height, it's going to be 9 centimeters. Again, I'm going to grab a calculator. I'm going to work it out and round this to one decimal place. I take pi, multiply by 4 to the power of 2 times 9. And again, I hope you're doing this with me. So really make sure you and I get the same number. If we don't get the same number, let me know in the comment section below. Again, it's 452.4 centimeter cube. And again, for the record, in the display, I do see 452.3893421. One more part. Part C, calculate the internal surface area of the glass. Now, this is a tough one because is it asking for the internal surface area of the entire glass, or is it asking for the internal, surface area of the part that you're going to be drinking? Let me switch colors for you. So right now, my interpretation is internal surface area would be this area of the circle at the bottom, this area of the circle at the top, and of course the lateral surface area that's going across. So the way I think about it is you can say there's a circle at the top, and then there's this lateral surface area plus a circle at the bottom. That's my educated guess from when I read the words the internal surface area of the glass. So again, let's break it down. This is going to be, again, the radius is going to be 4 centimeters. Same thing here, the height is going to be 9 centimeters. This is basically the circumference, and I'll grab a different color for you. Right here, when you draw this line, that's the same as the surface, not the surface, the circumference of a circle, which is basically pi times diameter. So in this case, 8 times pi. Okay, let's go back. Surface area equals to 2 pi r squared plus ideally 2 pi r h, right? And of course, I could also write it like that. So if you think about pi times diameter, that's the same thing as saying 2 times pi times r. And basically, when you work it out, it's still going to be 8 pi. So I'm just going to write this down again for you, just to show you that we're looking at the same thing there. Okay, so if I continue here, the surface area is going to be 2 times pi times 4 centimeter squared plus 2 times pi times the radius, which is going to be 4 centimeters, times the height, which is going to be 9 centimeters. So again, I grab the calculator and I'm going to work it out. So 2 times pi times 4 times 4 plus 2 times pi times 4 times 9. If I round this to 1 decimal place, the surface area is going to be 326.7 centimeter square. Square because we're talking about the surface area and not the volume. If you find this video meaningful, it's adding value to your math life, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this makes sense.